Can you hear me okay? Are you sure about that there? So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. Welcome to the Moneymore Young Farmers Club's Arts Festival Appreciation Night. Tonight we'll showcase the club's recent Arts Festival production, Sleep Tight. They say the show was a show-stopping performance at the Millennium Forum back in March, and a well-deserved winner of the Best Performance. Ooh. And I'm sure it'll be much the same tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right, ladies and gentlemen, saying if you can hear me okay, I want you to give a big roar. I want you to get all livened up. So everyone, give a big roar. Roar! Nice thing. Right, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be competition here. It's who's the loudest between the left and the right hand side. Is that alright? So we'll split you down the middle. So this is my left here, and this is my right. So big roar left. Got a competition there. Big roar right. Left again. Right again. All again. Well done, give yourself a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, as this is an appreciation night tonight, we all should give ourselves a wee pat in the back. So give yourselves a wee pat in the back there. Good job. Well done, everyone. Moneymore Young Farmers, winners again. Yes. So then give the person to your right hand side a wee pat in the back and say, well done, lads. Person to the left hand side, I got them say, how you doing? Right, ladies and gentlemen, so just for the crack here tonight, that the lights will go up for me, please. And I'm sure there's lots and lots of Moneymore Young Farmers and further afield young farmers here tonight, and as they say, Young Farmers' Wives, it is a great dating agency, ladies and gentlemen. So hands up if you all's married here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, who's all married? Oh, lots of marriages here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Well, for one lucky wife tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Moneymore Young Farmers has donated a bunch of flowers to a winner, to a wife here tonight. Ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be the judge here, and this is for the best reaction. So all the husbands, turn to your wives and hold them. Go on, give them a hold. So this is for the best reaction. Okay, let's go on the stage here. So I want to see the best reaction. Okay, so that's the best reaction. Just outlandish reaction. So all husbands, turn to your wives, holding your arms. And say this after me. All husbands say this after me. I have something very serious to tell you, darling. This is the reaction. I'm the boss of the house. Who's sitting who's knee there? Who make kisses, no? Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to do this one more time. So it's for the best reaction. So all husbands, look into your wives' eyes and repeat after me. I have something very serious to tell you, darling. That's the reaction. I'm the boss of the house. What? That chest almost sleeping here. That's it. Well done, round of applause. Well done. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and young farmers, we all love an agenda, don't we? Oh, we all love to know what's going on. So for tonight's agenda, we will hear, first of all, a few words from current members and past members. And about, this is your lifestyle type of what their favourite moments was. Duly conducted by our very own club leader, Jack Hunter. Then we will have our Arts Festival production, Sleep Tight. And we also will have the check presentation to Mid Ulster community responders. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show. Sit back and relax. And see, tonight when we're having our tea downstairs, just remember a whole lot of work goes into rustling up this room, and a whole lot of work does go into producing this Arts Festival production. So there's a few buckets outside there, so please give generously to our Arts Festival here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our first panelist, Jack Hunter and his panel.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is great to see so many here this evening for our Arts Festival night. So, I'm sure there are some people out in the audience who have been in Arts Festivals before, have supported Arts Festivals for years, and those that know exactly what Arts Festival is. But I'm also aware that there are some people in the hall tonight who are probably thinking, what on earth have I just landed into? So the panel this evening is really to give a little ideas and sort of what goes on behind the scenes within the Arts Festival competition and why we at Moneymore enjoy it so much. So I'm going to first of all introduce our panel. So we have got Holly Stewart, and then we've got Catherine Brooks, we've got Timothy Crawford, Catherine Walker and Gareth Bryson. They're all young farmers apart from Gareth. Gareth's an old one. The Arts Festival competition tasks clubs to create a 16-minute original production incorporating drama, music and dance. And Moneymore has had a long history of really, really good productions. So that's why we've brought you here tonight, Gareth. Could you tell us a little bit about your time in Arts Festival? Perhaps you've got a favourite show or a standout moment.
My first Arts Festival was in 1999, and that was the first year I think Mary Lou took on the production of it. And I see another few of my fellow people, Junior Armstrong's there and Julie, his sisters there, they were in the cast that year. We didn't get through to the gala that year, but we did manage to destroy the pink the whole way up the stairs into Korea Town Hall, trying to get part of the props. The next year was the Millennium year, where we did get through to the gala, and it was No Frontiers, and that was possibly one of the favourite ones that I had, I think, because we were on the stage in the waterfront. It was the first gala was on the waterfront stage. The last Arts Festival I did, I think, was in, well, it was 15 years ago, that makes it 2009 or something like that. The highlight of that year, I suppose the highlight of all the time in the Young Farmers Club Arts Festival, was that I got the award that year for the best musical moment for a solo. And Jenny Duncan was my daughter in that one. I was thinking actually today, probably one of the other things was we didn't know it at the time, but in one of the Arts Festivals we did, I think it could have been around 2002 or 2003. As I say, although we didn't know it at the time, we had a world famous fashion designer on stage with us, J.W. Anderson. I suppose he's been in the press a bit recently. He spent his first 5 years of secondary school at the high school, and starred in one of their performances, and Mary Lou asked if I would approach him to come to do the Arts Festival, so we did. I didn't join the Arts Festival or the Young Farmers Club until I was 18, and I missed a lot of it. So a lot of my peers, Kay Campton, Gary Good and all that, was all mine really did, and all that longer than me. So that's one regret I do have, that I didn't join the Young Farmers Club earlier. So I don't know what else you can.
That's good. From the oldest member of our panel to our youngest. So this is Catherine Walker. Catherine has just joined our club this year. So Catherine, could you tell us maybe why you wanted to do the Arts Festival competition, so why you wanted to get involved?
Well, I decided to take part in this year's Arts Festival as I've been to watch my sister perform performed for the last 2 years, and it looked like so much fun. So, as soon as Jack sent out the message about this year's Arts Festival practices starting, I asked my friends if they were going, and it's safe to say they all were. So I went along and loved every minute of it, no matter if it was singing, dancing, or just having a bit of crack with my friends. But one of the highlights of Arts Festival has had to be whenever they called out Moneymore to go through the gala. Although the absolute highlight was performing at the Millennium Forum in front of a packed audience. So for all the new members joining next year, I would really encourage you to take part in Arts Festival, and I can promise you one thing, you won't regret it.
So we're going to move on to Timothy Crawford. So Timothy's been involved in 3 arts festivals now. So Timothy, you keep coming back every year, so that must be a good thing. Could you tell us why you enjoy it so much?
Well, it's definitely friendships and memories that you make within the club. Whenever you spend 2 weeks, 2 nights a week for about 3 months with people, practicing for an arts festival, well, they become family, and well, I've probably seen them more than my own family, but yeah, no, the friendships is made throughout, and they'll maintain all year round. And you come back, they won't have meetings, and it just gets everybody more involved and get to know each other. And it definitely helps you meet other people from other clubs that maybe share the same passion. They like Arts Festival, and especially whenever they're up in the Millennium Forum, and you meet different people, and it's a good day out. And the memories that is made is it's mainly the mess ups you mind the most, but usually whenever something doesn't go right or something's lost last minute, and trying to get it all pulled together. But it definitely will be coming back to do it for many years. It's a great memory.
We're going to come back next year. Super. So, Catherine, coming to you next. So, as one of the producers of this year's Arts Festival, could you tell us a little bit about how we get to this point?
Hello, Robin. If you ever call into our house, Arts Festival is usually one of the topics of conversation, and if it's not Arts Festival, it'll be school or something to do with teaching. But this year's Arts Festival started actually with Jack. He ended up in Decathlon in a camping shop, and he thought, sent us a message and said, well, that would be a really good thing for an Arts Festival. I don't know why you went to Decathlon in the first place. I think I never really knew why Jack ended up there. So whenever we had the initial theme, then we started thinking about different songs and the characters that we wanted to impose. And whenever we got the songs and the characters, really that's the hard bit. Then we sat down on the day after Boxing Day and wrote the script. Thankfully it came together quite quickly this year. The year before, if we were honest, we were still, our first practice was no script, but this year thankfully it came together. And then our practices started in between Christmas and New Year with our first practice. And it's so wonderful to see whenever we talk through the script on that first practice and go through some of the songs, everybody's enthusiasm really shines through, and everybody's willing to have a go, whether it's your third Arts Festival or whether you're like Catherine, it's your first time. So that's wonderful. I can't remember the question.
The question, just to focus yourself, is tell us how we got to this point.
Thankfully, everybody's continued. And then our practices, as Timothy said, continued throughout January and February, leading us up to the heats. The heats are always an interesting night because it's the first time all of our Moneymore supporters and the people from other clubs have ever seen it. But thankfully, we were on the last night, weren't we? So Rosanna, Jack, and our aunties and daddy came and we watched all the heats. So by the time we got to Friday night, you were thinking, whether or not we're going to get through or not. But thankfully, we did, and the educators put us through the gala. Then we practiced again for the gala, and then we were just amazed to get for the third time the best performance of the night. But really, the performance, the producers come together, but really it's the cast that put it all together, and we couldn't do it without them, because a lot of the cast members bring their own ideas to the characters. You know, if you notice Holly really close up, Holly really loves her makeup like this, and Holly asked if she could do her makeup like that, so all those things that the characters bring themselves, and the cast, and the ideas for the dances and things, so we really couldn't do it without the cast as well. And the set and everything, really we can't do it all ourselves, so we really appreciate everybody that has had an impact on us. I will give it back as I am rambling now.
So Catherine here, this was her first experience for Arts Festival, and unfortunately for us, tonight is Holly's last experience of Arts Festival. Holly, you've been amazing, and you will see, if you haven't seen already, that Holly's great on stage. But Holly, could you tell us maybe a highlight of your time involved in Arts Festival, and maybe one thing you will miss?
So, pretty much they've all taken the words out of my mouth. So, the highlight is really, I mean, on first practice, it's been able to keep up with the 11 and 12-year-olds with the dance moves is the biggest achievement for me at this point. But no, the biggest achievement and the highlight is probably being able to go through to the gala. Up in Londonderry Millennium Forum. It's an incredible achievement for the club and for everyone involved. You wouldn't be able to get this opportunity if you weren't in Moneymore Young Farmers or in some sort of Young Farmers club. So to be able to do that is fabulous. To be in front of 1,000 people, it was a bit scary, but it was fabulous. And then to go on and win it again for the third time was fabulous. So that was the biggest highlight for me, and I think for all of us, you know, that sense of achievement and really just coming together, like as Timothy said, as a family. Like it just feels you're so close knit with each other by the end of the 3 or 4 months of practicing. It's such an achievement. So yeah, that's my highlight for Young Farmers. Thank you. Oh yes. One thing I will miss, don't bring me to start crying, is just it's the bond and the friendship that we've all created, like between ourselves. Yeah, it is just that it's the friendship and bond, really that I'm taking away. I didn't know a lot of the people that were in Young Farmers, so to be able to go away and just have that is fabulous. I'm starting to ramble now. I'm much better in character than myself. So yeah, that's what I'll miss, is just the closeness of everybody. So thank you.
Gareth says, can I say something else? So if you not mind, Gareth can say something else.
Like, there's just something Holly said. You see, you're talking to me, you miss all this. You'll never lose that. Because that continues on. I haven't done Arts Festival since I've told you, and I haven't been there Farmers Club since I've told you, but all the people that I met and all my age group and all the people who were there, we're still close. And another thing too, when you get to my age, you know, to be able to say that you're proud of your own children on the stage. I have 2 children on the stage in this, and hopefully another next year, so that'll the whole thing will go full circle. So you'll never lose it.
Okay, so that is all of our questions for tonight. So give it up for our panel.
Give it a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. So, do we stop the lights here? Can we turn the lights up? Yep, great job. So, also having a good night, ladies and gentlemen, yes? Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, right. Well, have a good night, yes? Hands up there, right? Well, our club PRO has asked me to take a wee photograph for you all. Is that alright? So, why don't you all put your hands up in the air? We're all going to say cheese and a wee bit there too, alright? Oh, can I get this phone going here? So, have a good night, cheese, yeah! Hold on, it's not working there. Go once again. Well done. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what it is. See here tonight, we have a birthday girl in the audience tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. And it's Elaine Walker's birthday, yes? Yes? So we're all going to sing Elaine happy birthday. Is that alright? So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Elaine. Happy birthday to you. Well done, everyone. Good job. So just after our brief announcements and our panel there, just want to remind you all to thank very much the Radio School and Down for the use of Johnson Hall here tonight. If we do hear a fire alarm, ladies and gentlemen, it isn't a drill, it is the real thing. So hopefully that will not happen, but if it does, we do have our fire access to our left-hand side and down the stairs. Muster Point is the green sign outside beside the gate. Photography, ladies and gentlemen, is more than welcome. But if you are using your mobile phone, please turn your phone to silent. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our Arts Festival production here tonight. Back in December, the cast were so excited and starting to learn their new songs and dances, and I've loved seeing this year's script come to life. Tonight, members of the club are joined by local musicians here who have generously given their time and talent to support Moneymore Young Farmers Club. Rosanna Hunter is on the piano alongside Larissa Ray on the drums, Harry Ray on bass guitar, Gavin Ray on guitar, and also Emily Miller on violin. Give these guys a round of applause. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a lively adventure as the family farm embraces change, welcoming its first guests to Tonlegee campsite. This year's producers, Captain Brooks, Rosanna Hunter, Jack Hunter, and Sarah Mills, invite you for the last hurrah to pitch your tents, gather around the campfire, and settle in for the unforgettable stay at Tonlegee campsite. Let's hope you sleep tight. Give them a cheer. Go ahead, give it to them.
Thank you. in my beloved happy. What this farming diversification doing? You said your head's turned up the page. But my head's turned. Listen to that gate over there. Hey, on here. Look at this. Storm for Franklin. It's coming. Red weather warnings. Rain and wind tonight.
Oh, Dad, you've got to give this a chance. Sure, we're nearly at full capacity. And remember that snow trip still there, right?
What? Waves we don't know. On our land. Cameron! Come on! Where's the boss?
Oh, you must be Miss Grimshaw and Mrs. Hoover. Lovely to meet you. And you must be the group from Ballinzone High School. Are you all alright? It's just, we were expecting you yesterday.
Oh, we just had a hiccup. I sprained my ankle while the children were doing their trip back expedition.
We set off, things were going well, but Becky here forgot the map. Susie thought she knew the way.
Travel north, south, east and west, but we were completely lost.
And the top things off, hurrying to be building the shop.
Oh, well, it's great you're here. I'm sure you'd love to meet the rest of the campers. This is Mrs. Eleanor Kensington, a retired nurse from Hillsborough. Then we've got our group of internationals.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques. Je suis du leader of the fan group. Oui. Well, friends across borders.
Oh, we know all about making friends cross borders in Northern Ireland.
Anyway, you're all very welcome to Tonagee Campsite. Here at Tonagee Campsite. Unfortunately though, due to the forecasted storm this evening, we have had to close the high ropes course.
Oh, well, I was just looking at the leaflet and there seems to be lots to do. The children fishing, doesn't that sound great?
We'll make our way down to the riverbank and on. Come on, Miss Grimshaw.
Oh, don't worry, I'll catch you up. I'm really looking forward to it. Give me that leaflet so I can see what else I can do.
Oh, mademoiselle, I have something just for you. Une expérience very relaxing and medley escape. It is fantastic.
Well, I do need to relax after listening to Mr. Grimshaw! Look, Miss Grimshaw! Come and see Miss Grimshaw! Oh, morning! I come with you, Jack, please!
It's Jacques.
And today's for the bathroom?
Oh, we have archery over my left.
Oh, so that leaves just you.
You know, I don't think any of these are just certain names. Would you like to join me for a cup of tea, Murray?
It's been quite a while since a lady has asked me to join her.
What do you mean, Murray?
Well, my dear wife passed on 20 odd years ago, leaving me to bear Tommy. Oh,
I watched the same. See, my husband took him out a number of years ago, and well, life can be really without him.
Splish splash up, taking them out. Mademoiselle Grimshaw, a beautiful day for a dip in the jacuzzi. It is hot in here.
the shooting position. Knock the arrow, draw the bow, and aim. Next. Here, what's going on over there? It's not like that. We sit chatting in the middle of the afternoon.
Well, it's funny you should say that. They're getting on like a house of fire.
Too much on there. Go on over and sit by the fire.
Children, I know you might be hesitant about this storm, but don't worry, anything happens, we'll all stick together. Now, what were we talking about?
It's so bad, he played one, he played knick-knack, all night long with the knick-knack, paddywhack, give it on a roll. This all night came rolling, roll.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
It's so bad, he played shoe, he played knick-knack, on my shoe. Swings in the loop, with the knick-knack, paddywhack, give it on a roll. This all night came rolling, roll.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
It's so bad, he played queen, he played knick-knack, on my knee. With the knick-knack, paddywhack, give it on a roll. This all night came rolling, roll.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
It's so bad, he played four, he played knick-knack on my door.
Oh, get mixed correct. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, it's my next up face. Oh,
This all night came rolling, roll. Knick-knack, paddywhack.
oh, for goodness sake, get to bed. Boys, girls, no exceptions.
Hi, best my mama.
Where's the artist of the
Hi, here, Dad. What's going on between you and Eleanor?
Gee, boy, ever being out there? You should be more worried with that storm coming, boy. I don't think the rain's too far away.
Oh, it'll be grand. Good night.
Fine! Did you hear that? We're gonna get ourselves a real hauling here.
Oh, it'll maybe blow over.
Over! See that pine storm over? Sure, we lost the roof of the hayseed. This campsite is a complete disaster.
Now, why is it every time I try something new, I should have listened to my dad. Never have opened this campsite in the first place.
Well, good evening again, everyone. I trust that you all enjoyed the final performance of this year's Arts Festival production. As we come to the close of what has been a truly fantastic year, I want to take a moment on behalf of Catherine, Rosanna and Sarah to express our thanks. Behind every successful arts festival, there are many people who make it all happen. First of all, we would like to express our thanks to Ringsend Orange Lodge, Rainey Endowed School, Moneymore Presbyterian Church, and Lisson and Ballinderry Parish Churches for the use of their halls during rehearsals. Thanks also to Keith Gilmore, Marion and Fred Cahoon, and Suzanne Hardy, who opened up these halls and made sure they were nice and warm for us. We also wish to thank the Rainey Endowed School for the use of their hall and canteen facilities this evening. Our thanks is also extended to Stephen McMullen for the use of his sound equipment this evening, and for Jonathan, Wayne, Stephen, who are all up there, and also to Gavin, who helped with the setup of sound the other night, so thank you. Now, let's talk about the set. What a fantastic job. Thanks to all the club members who contributed in any way to bring Tulnagee Campsite to life on stage. However, we do want to give a special mention to Derek Manili, who made the jacuzzi, to Kim Moore, who made this lovely sign, and also to Albert Hamilton, who created the tents. We appreciate your time, talent, and expertise very much. We also want to thank Lisson Parish Church. One night, whenever we were up for a practice, Rosanna spotted these two trees at the back, and we quickly asked, were they in use or did you need them? So thanks to Lisson for allowing us to nab those two. With regards to set, we want to give a special shout out to Gareth Bryson, who transported our stage set from practice to practice and to each of our performances. Gareth, thank you so much for giving up of your time, and it meant that there was one less job for us to do on stage. Please accept this small token of our appreciation. I think Dean is going down there. Also to Ellen Bates, wherever she is. Ellen, thank you for letting us use your horse box to transport all the set around. I think you'll agree with me when I say that the music in Moneymore's Arts Festival is really what sets us apart. To our band, what can I really say? This group of people to my right are simply amazing. Harry, Gavin, Larissa, Emily and Melissa, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight. We want to thank you all so much for dedicating so much time to this year's Arts Festival. This group spend so much time perfecting the music and play with such precision and professionalism. We would simply be lost without you all, so thank you for everything. But I can't finish my thanks to the band there, because those of us on stage know that there is another lady who dedicates so much time to Arts Festival. She is organised, supportive, and a constant source of encouragement. Of course, I'm talking about Anne Ray. She lifts those drums and helps carry those guitars up and down those stairs and never says one thing about it. Anne, all we can say is thank you. Please accept this small To all our parents, you've helped source costumes, transported members all around the country, turned up and cheered us on, encouraged us and helped us every step of the way. Your behind the scenes help does not go unnoticed. We appreciate your support and time again, we've been completely blown away by the claps, cheers, and laughs from the Moneymore crowd. Now, to everyone on stage, Catherine, Rosanna, Sarah, and I want to say a huge thank you. You've had to put up with a lot. Sometimes we have ideas in our heads, but it's only whenever you try to put something on stage that you maybe have to think, no, that doesn't work, we have to scrap that. And many, many times we've rearranged staging, we've changed lines, added something new, taken something out. So thank you for sticking with us, even during those stressful times towards the end of January when we all started to wonder, will this ever come together? So thank you all very much. After the heats in Ballymena, the adjudicator commented, and I quote, "Every single person on that stage was 100% committed." And I think that sums up things perfectly. You've all worked so hard to bring this production to life, and you've made us extremely proud. Thank you. Now, I am going to hand over to Rosanna, who is going to present the Alison Hunter Cup, which is awarded to the person who, the most enthusiastic stage member. I think that's the word off it. Rosanna.
Hello everybody. So yes, this year it was really hard to choose. I suppose you probably say that every year, and Granny and Australia probably said that as well, but it really was very hard to say to choose somebody because so many, as Jack said, so many people have shown so much enthusiasm and have made our job as producers so much easier because of their commitment and help for us, as Jack said. The award this year, which yes is the Alison Hunter Cup, presented to Moneymore to be awarded for the most enthusiastic stage member. And I'm sure probably you yourself can sit there now and think, oh, that person is very good, and everybody on that stage is very good. So this award this year goes to someone who always was willing to help, went above and beyond, and always asked what needed to be done, as well as always being enthusiastic and giving their all at every rehearsal, when some of them were long and tiresome. His commitment to his character was second to none, and he always wanted to do his best and always asking them, doing this right, or what can I do better, and all the rest. So this year, the Alison Hunter Cup goes to Mark Black.
So, well, I'll make this little plug while I'm here. Someone recently commented on our Facebook page what this club offers to the people in our rural area can never be underestimated. So, with that in mind, as Stuart already said, on the way out there's going to be little donation buckets after your supper, and we would really appreciate if you can to donate to our club funds. As I'm sure you are aware, putting this on does take an awful lot of money, so we really do appreciate your generosity in that. And talking of money, I'm now going to hand over to Shan Hogg, who's going to present a cheque to the Mid-Ulster First Responders for our recent charity work. So Shan, if you want to come down and tell us the amount.
So between our tractor run just past there on Monday and our carol service there before Christmas, we would love to present a cheque of £2,327 to Mid-Ulster First Responders, and we know we'll put this to good use.
So now, if either of you would like to say a few words, that would be great.
Thank you. Amazing. What a night. absolutely amazing. You were all wonderful, and it was great to be here. And that chat is just amazing. I'm stuck for words. That doesn't happen very often when I'm stuck. I just want to talk a wee bit about what we do for anybody that doesn't know what we do. Massive thank you to everyone for their support here tonight. That cheque will go beyond buying us a new kit for a new volunteer, including a defib and all the equipment that we use, including uniform and insurance. So that's more than enough to put another person on the road. So thank you. Ulster Community First Responders went live on the 1st of June 23. We're a registered charity who depend on grants and donations like this, including lieu of flowers, which we get as well, so that's lovely. Each kit is between £1,500 to £2,000 per responder. That includes our defib and all our equipment. We respond to alerts from Northern Ireland Ambulance Service. That comes from a 999 call that somebody may make, and we are alerted as a group. Each month we receive usually about 30 to 35 calls to people that are in need. We're a group of 20 volunteers. We're scattered all over the Mid-Ulster area, and we're from all walks of life. We've been trained by the Northern Ireland Ambulance Service for time-critical emergencies for anyone over the age of 12. That includes for cardiac arrest, heart attack, choking, breathing difficulties, chest pain, unconscious, seizures and strokes. Out of hospital cardiac arrest, the survival rate is less than 10%. So the whole idea is, because we live in your community, if we get alert someone is having a heart attack or cardiac arrest, we are usually there before the ambulance to give the help that that person may need. We cover from Magherfell, Castledawson, Luke, Moneymore, Ballyronan, Desert Martin, Lochrockram, Balahay, Kern, Churchtown, while going into some of Tobermore, Coke, Ballinderry, Cookstown, Gulduff. And we are recruiting. So we would love to have some new recruits on board. On the 14th of May, we have an open session in Workspace Community Hub in Draperstown. You can see it on our Facebook page. For anybody that is interested or would like to hear more of what we do, I cannot recommend it enough. It's a very, very worthwhile group to be involved in, and we have some wonderful stories that we can share. Have I missed any words? I'm going to hand over to Mags because I'm not going to continue to waffle, but thank you everybody so much. That money means so much to our group. Thank you.
I would like to say is, Jacques, you jumped into that jacuzzi with such a vigour. Linda and I were nearly going up to see if you were all right. But thankfully the wee head popped up and we stayed sitting where we are. I'm not going to go over what Linda has said, but I would just like to sort of mention Linda. Linda is our scheme coordinator, and that role is looking after all of our volunteers. And that's a job that Linda does in addition to looking after her own family and her own job. We get some calls. In fact, we had a cardiac arrest call this morning. Linda and I were both in attendance, but Linda was hands-on with the patient, and not every outcome is a nice outcome, but this morning's was. And that lady is brilliant. So when we get an amount of money, Jack, like you have given us, that will save someone's life in this community. There is no doubt about that. And it's hard not to get emotional, but it is life and death, so thank you so much. One of the things that we want to do, not everyone can be a community first responder, but everyone can play their part in the community. And we would like to create a community of lifesavers. So you can help us to help you by doing just a couple of things. The first thing is, please get a house number visible from the road. If we can't find you, the ambulance won't be able to find you. Linda mentioned less than 10% chance of survival in a cardiac arrest. What that means is less than one person in every 10 will survive a cardiac arrest.
And that reduces by 10% every 60 seconds. So when you hear the term, every second counts, and it becomes a bit of a cliche, every second counts, in a cardiac arrest situation, it does count. So please get a house number visible from the road that we can find you if you ever need us. The second thing is, please get aspirin in your cupboard. If you phone 999 and you have chest pain, there is a chance that the operator in the Northern Ireland Ambulance Service will ask you to give the patient aspirin to chew. So please have that. That thins the blood and helps a struggling heart. Just gives it a wee bit of help until we and the ambulance service get there. And the third thing is, please look up the British Heart Foundation website, and on there you will find an online training course. It only takes 15 minutes, and within that 15 minutes you will be trained on how to do effective CPR. Everybody thinks it'll never happen to me. The family we were with this morning didn't think that we would be there and they would have a cardiac arrest this morning. We had a cardiac arrest last Friday outside a pub in Muckerfelt of someone of 51 years old. You never know, so please, if you do those three things, you're really helping us to create a community of lifesavers. So thank you so much, Jack and the team. That was amazing. I think they deserve, I am completely blown away by what we have just seen. Can we give them another round of applause?
So, I'm sure you're all looking forward to supper, and there's quite a spread downstairs. So thanks to anybody, all the club members and parents and family and friends who have contributed to tonight's supper. If you go hungry, it's not our fault, it's yours. So, it is quite complicated on how this is going to work. We've got a range of people of different ages in tonight. If you are, let's say, 12 to 30, could you give me a cheer? Let's see if the 30 to 40s can do any better. Oh, disaster! What about 50 to 60? Next one. What about those with a bus pass? Well, the good news is you're going first. Because we have got tables and chairs, and you are going to go to the tables and chairs. So, if you are a little bit older, go to a table and chair. If you are good in your feet and no bother to you, then you help yourself. We're not going to serve you, you help yourself, and then you will find a seat, but just go table. So we will be down directing you. Please don't get offended if I say you have to go to a table. But I think Rosanna, where is Rosanna? Rosanna this brainwave of an idea that before we go back, we go down to supper, we do Burning Love once more. So I think we're going to do that, guys. Hope you don't mind.
Alright, just before we do that, there's one group of people that haven't been thanked yet, and they're arguably the most important people out of everyone. So the four producers, Jack Hunter, Rosanna Hunter, Catherine Brooks and Sarah Mills. Without the four of these people, we couldn't have done any of this. We couldn't have come up with the idea, we couldn't have put it all together. So we just really want to put a really big round of applause for these four people, please.
I'm sure lots of you know this song, so please join in if you can. And with the dancing too.